Hi, Lisa. You're very welcome today. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I'm
Good.
very excited to do this now, to be honest.
Great. Well,
Yeah,
why wouldn't you be? You've great,
yeah,
great stuff to share, don't you? It's been
yeah.
a great journey. So, Lisa took the 6 week challenge here, and I'm very grateful today that you're here to give us your experience of how you found the program. So, Lisa, what was the biggest difference you found using the Weight Loss Clinic's Hypnoslim program compared to other methods that you used to try to lose weight?
Um, I think the main difference was the whole thing of this feeling positive, and being happy with the change. I think any other weight loss that I've ever done, it's always geared on the goal weight, and the end product is to get to that. Just starve yourself and go running, even though you hate running, and do all these things that you don't enjoy, because eventually you'll get your goal weight, and then you can live back to normal again. And it's kind of it's you'll be motivated because of fear, really, because you're going in, you're going to be weighed. You have to lose it. Whereas this is more, I think it's your attitude change, rather than, you're not really on a diet. It's not a diet. You're not even, you know what you want to lose, but you're not even driving for that. It's like your eyes have been opened, and you can see um, just what your body wants, what your body needs, what's going to make you healthy, and you're delighted about it, rather than feeling negative about it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, that you're starting to see, well, actually, my body's going to benefit from these healthier food
Yeah.
options.
But
Yeah.
it's not a struggle, and it's not like a punishment. It's just, this is what I want now. I would like to drink my water, and I would like to just eat an apple, and you know, it, you're just delighted about it, so positive and happy about it too.
Yeah. As opposed to, oh, I'd really love a bag of chips.
I can't have this, I
Or a
can't have this.
bag of
You're all the time, before, you'd always be focused on like what you can't do and what you can't have, you know.
yeah.
And just the fact that it makes you enjoy your exercise, that it makes you enjoy going off your walk, and it makes you enjoy all these things that you're doing, rather than feeling that it's a chore.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. It's changing our attitude. You said it there. It's that relationship with food, not just food, it's with the water and the exercise. Yeah. So, Lisa, having completed the 6 weeks, can you share with us how much weight you lost or inches, whatever way you want to share your
yeah.
progress?
I In the 6 weeks I lost 15 kilos, and the following 2 weeks now another 3 kilos come off. So that's 18 in total,
Amazing.
which is incredible, because it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been an effort. It hasn't been, it hasn't even been a focus of the whole journey. It's just been a byproduct of it, really. So it's
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Yeah, and I'm delighted.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to share this photo here. There we go. Photo of you and your pet. So, can you tell us about that picture, Lisa?
Yeah. So we're farmers, and at the moment we're lambing sheep. And this is the first lamb that was born on the farm. He was born in February, around about the same time, just before I did the first session with Rosie. And we had to weigh him to measure out the dose of treatment that he needed. And on the scale, he was 18 kilos. And it was, well, it's basically what I've lost. And I was holding him, and I was thinking, God, that's a lot of weight to have been just carrying around, because he's heavy. So yeah, so
Yeah,
that's the
so it's
picture.
thanks very much for taking that and sharing it with us because it gives you that visual. And like, it's no
Yeah,
wonder when we're carrying this extra weight, for a number of years that it does start to really impact our health. So thanks very
it's
much.
very,
I love that photo. It's brilliant.
it's very good.
Um, so also, Lisa, would you mind sharing with us what your biggest challenge would have been, say, in relation to negative food choices or habits? So before coming to
Well,
the program.
I think all of the above, really, isn't it? I was never one for the fizzy drinks and wine and beer and all that, but I think it's, first of all, is the overeating, the portion sizes. I think now I realized I never thought my portion sizes were that big. But now I realize, because I'm actually eating about a third or sometimes a quarter of what I would have had for a meal, and I'm full. So it's obviously that doesn't help things. And I would have been that the kids have gone to bed at night. Now it's my turn. So, when we were growing up, we had a treat night. And it might have been once a month, and the movie came out, and all the treats, the crisps and the sweets. But like looking back in my life, I think I had that treat night probably every single night, or 6 out of 7 nights when the kids were gone to bed. And it's like, yes, movie and a bag of crisps and sweets or ice cream, and it's just, when I'm not having any of it now and not craving it, it is actually obscene to think about the amount of calories and empty calories that I would have consumed, say, over the last maybe 3 or 4 years. It's just mind blowing.
Yeah, especially when
No,
they give you nothing back, don't they not? So
they
that's
get
all
nothing
part
back
of
from it.
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even this year, the kids had their Easter egg hunt, and the following morning when they got up, they were talking between themselves, but they couldn't believe how many eggs they got this year, because they still had so many eggs, but never realizing that that's because mom didn't eat them last night. They thought they got way more eggs, but they're the same amount of eggs. So, it's,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think of it. I wouldn't consider eating anything like it. I just couldn't face it.
Yeah. Didn't even taste it, did you?
No, couldn't,
Yeah.
couldn't. All I could see was the oils and the grease and all the junk. I kind of, in my head, I had visions of how it was made in the factory, and just no,
That's
no.
good. Yeah. And what we've done in the program, just so people can understand, is what we've done is we've changed how Lisa and the rest of the class will have viewed those so-called treats as well. So when you change how you view them, you don't want them. So this isn't like the regular diet where you go on this and eat X, Y, and Z and you'll lose weight. We all know what we've to eat. But
Yeah,
this program is about making you want to eat the stuff that's going to enable you to lose weight and to maintain a healthy weight. So
yeah,
yeah, that's that about the Easter eggs.
yeah.
Happy kids, and so we're delighted.
A lot more chocolate for them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's incredible because we don't have it in the house anymore. There literally is no junk in the house. And like they do ask for it, and every now and then we'll actually go to the shop and they can buy their one item that they really want, rather than being able to snack out the press all the time. It's a totally different mindset, really.
and it's very good for them as well, isn't it? To not have access to it all the time. Yeah. So Lisa, can you tell us what it feels like physically to have lost all that weight as well, the 18 kilo? Because I know you work on the farm every day as well.
Yeah. Well, it's incredible to think of what just that amount of weight can do, because like in 8 weeks, okay, I'm a little bit fitter because I'm doing more exercise, but 8 weeks isn't enough time to massively improve your fitness level for the amount of exercise I'm doing. But I notice things like I'm choosing to walk rather than drive the quad. I'm choosing to lift things rather than, the way I'm farming is more focused on getting my exercise in without it being exercise. But also things like walking down to the bottom of the land and back uphill. Um, I, I would have struggled, really, really struggled before. And yesterday I walked up about 2 kilometers of kind of slope and hilly, but not too hilly. And I was able to run zigzag with the kids and play with them. And even then the Fitbit is reading that you've just had a leisurely walk, rather than having, exerted yourself completely. Things like straw bales now, like I would have had to have someone else get my bales for me, because you have to climb up a wobbly ladder to the hayloft and throw down the bales, and I can fly up and down the ladder. I can carry down the bales with me on my back. I can carry 3 bales rather than having to get the wheelbarrow to bring one bale.
Wow.
It's the physical difference is huge.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like that's not even 20 kilos. Like I'm going to lose another 20. Yeah, and
And
what
then,
will life
yeah.
be like? Maybe like Wonder Woman, unstoppable.
We
But
make it
it's
awesome.
scary to think. It's incredible but scary as well to think that much, it could make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
But
And you see
it's
it.
brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that gives a better idea even of, because when you think of it, think of the picture there that I had there of the sheep. Like carrying that extra weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. That's brilliant. You've done the 6 weeks, you've done a few weeks on your own and still doing well, which is fantastic. Does it comfort you to know that you can jump in for a week or jump in for a month and the ongoing support is there for you if you needed it? Does that help?
Absolutely. Like I was very nervous doing this on my own after the 6 weeks. And I kind of just needed to prove to myself that I can do it. So I didn't sign up for the first month, just to know that I can stay loose and can keep going with it. And it is actually, it is okay. But I miss having that. It's almost like the camaraderie of being able to talk to other people that are going through the same thing, as well as just having the extra hypnosis, because you're so relaxed after it, and it's so, you feel so good after it. So it's not just for the sake of, oh, I to stay off the junk and to keep going, but it's also, it's like a treat for yourself. Instead of having your bars and your whatever you'll be having for a treat, this is the treat,
Yeah,
to
that
just
hour and a
get
half.
really relaxed. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And the
Yeah.
first 3 weeks, we concentrate solely on reprogramming you around food. And week 4, 5, and 6, we do that as well. But on top of that, we have some other emotional release stuff as well. But without spoiling it for anyone who's listening, Lisa, did you find that second part of the course a nice bonus to have?
I did. I mean, I was kind of taken aback a bit at times, I'm kind of going really flustered. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? But it was very good. I think it helps with just your overall attitude towards life and everything, and yeah, no, it was interesting.
Yeah, it's not
Very
your
interesting.
regular weekly class, is it?
No, no, no.
Not at all. Very good. And would you be confident now in recommending the HypnoSlim 6 week program to anyone who wants to lose weight or wants to take back control around food?
Absolutely. And I was saying it's not even, yes, it is the weight and it is for weight loss, but I would say if you have 5 or 10 pounds to lose, or if you have an enormous amount of weight to lose, I think you would still, like, all people would benefit. It's not just like very, a lot of weight to lose and I can't seem to do it. It's just, I think it's the whole mental outlook, the way it changes, especially after the year it's been. A lot of people are down in the dumps, they're feeling stressed, and and it's such a nice way just to reprogram your way of looking at things, as well as the food and everything.
Yeah.
So I definitely would recommend it. I'd recommend it to anyone, really.
Yeah. Okay.
you know
Thanks. Yeah. Was thinking there, like we've had people on the program who've anything from even half a stone. There's people who can just not get that half stone and trying for years, and people who've more than 10 stone to lose. So as you said it really well there, that it doesn't matter what stage you're at, it's your outlook on not just food, but encouraging you to exercise, drink more water, and think positively. It's a mind, body, and soul approach,
It is.
really, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very holistic, even though it's just the one session, it's like it does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose it comes under the bracket of, when people are looking to lose weight, they will lose weight with it, but they'll get so much more, by
Yeah.
the end of 6 weeks. And we also have the private Facebook group as well, Lisa. So everyone's in there posting. How have you found that as an extra support with the course?
Um, it was good the whole way through the course, but I really enjoy it now, since after having finished the course, and to be able to kind of get updates of what people are doing, people that you've met and kind of gotten to know a little bit through the group, through the chats beforehand and after the sessions. It's nice to see what they're doing, and also for just ideas for recipes, and almost not a competition, but people are posting, their steps for the day, or the length of their walks and stuff, and you kind of feel, God, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow now, because I can do that too, or it's just nice to have people
Yeah, all
to
on the same
that
journey.
know, yeah, they know what you're talking about, and there's no need to explain anything, they just know it.
Yeah. I
It's
know,
nice.
because everybody in that group has been hypnotized.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
all know, it's not this random, you can just drop in or whatever. Like we only obviously let people in when they've been, because you're all in the same, you've just come through that. You've
yeah,
reprogrammed it. You can appreciate even the support, like there's never ever been a time where there's ever anything, the way some Facebook groups, it kind of get a bit hot,
yeah.
hot-headed
No,
at
no.
times. There's none of that in this one. It's
Everyone
just
is on the
so
same page
good.
there. Absolutely.
Yeah. All programmed to feel positively. It's a great way to be.
It's a cult.
Um,
It's the best of them all. No,
Well,
it is. It's very helpful.
great. Well, thanks so much for giving your time and sharing your experience, because it's people like yourself who can tell people how it is, because when you hear hypnosis, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
that word, sometimes people get a wee bit weird
yeah,
about it, and that's fine. And a lot of the time it's because they've never been hypnotized, they don't understand it. So it's basically just that state of deep relaxation. That's really all it is. There's nothing much to it apart from it completely reprograms your
yeah.
mind. But it's did you feel it was very safe?
Oh, absolutely. We have joked since, especially when you start seeing like really good results. And my husband was saying to me one day, he said, "So I wonder when you're going to go rob the bank and send all the money to Rosie." But but
It
no, it's completely safe. It feels very nice, relaxing, and there's no stress, and it sets you up for the week.
Great.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much for trusting the process, as well as I always ask you to do. And you've done so well. And I just love seeing those weekly updates coming in. And she's away again. She's more, and I know for you, it's not just about losing the weight, but every time I get those positive, like scales, pictures and stuff, I know that everything's in check. And
yeah,
it's lovely, because that's why we do what we do. So thank
yeah.
you again, and
And thank
enjoy the rest of your weekend.
you too.
Okay. Bye.